City Pulse is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting, Chi, an international focus magazine. Music provided by Houston's own Dynamic Sound. HFD supports local businesses.
Hi, and welcome to this edition of City Pulse. I'm Mr. McKinney. We have a very special treat for you because we're located at the Houston Fire Department's Fire Station number 8, located on Louisiana and I-45 in downtown Houston. Today, we'll be chatting with a few of the firefighters as they share what they do daily before, during, and after they respond to a call. Also on the show, the city remembers the life of City Secretary Anna Russell, a special memorial at the Hobby Center. Victims are honored during the International Day of the Holocaust. And finally, the highlights from the 9th Annual Metal and Muscle Expo for the people with disabilities. I'm joined by Ryan Seelbinder, one of the Houston Fire Department's finest. Tell us about the life of a firefighter and the demanding professional that goes into it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been at Station 8 since November 2018. Our days are 24-hour shifts. We start out at 6:30 in the morning. Typically, we get here a little bit early to inspect the apparatuses, whatever one we're on. We'll go through each compartment individually. We'll look at all the tools and all the hooks, axes, all the nozzles, make sure they're workable. And then from there, we'll go ahead and clean out the bays. We'll blow them out, mop them up, make sure they look good. Then, like any other body's house, we just go into the fire station. We'll sweep, mop, clean all the bathrooms, all the kind of nitty-gritty work that we need to go from there. That'll continue all day. We'll get calls just randomly. At Station 8, we'll typically get about 12 to 15 per apparatus, depending on which one we're on. We have 2 engines and an ambulance and a medic. We could make any calls from just a standard motor vehicle accident. We can make an automatic alarm, so we're kind of all sorts of stuff that we can do downtown.
And talk about the area at Station 8 that you service.
So the area that we work in is downtown in the high-rise district, so we get a lot of the automatic alarms, false alarms, things like that for the downtown area. We'll go ahead and make motor vehicle accidents, so people that are getting car crashes, we'll go ahead and make sure that they're good to go.
Wow. Hear that now? Look at that. So once again, I want to thank you, sir. Thank you, Ryan Seelbinder, for being one of Houston's finest and being a firefighter dedicated to this. When we come back, remember the victims of the Holocaust, so stay with us.
This is a story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back to City Pulse. January marked the 75th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, the largest Jewish concentration camp during World War II. In 2005, the General Assembly designated January 27th as International Holocaust Remembrance Day to honor the victims.
"75 years after the largest systematic extermination of a people in history, it is critically important that we remember what has occurred. And during the Holocaust, 11 million people were killed, more than half of whom were Jewish, and a number that included other religions, the disabled, and ethnic minorities. Sadly, we are seeing a global rise in anti-Semitic rhetoric and even violence. Holocaust education provides a vital education. Understanding this history is important to understanding how society can plunge into madness. However, remembering the lessons of the Holocaust requires more than just attending ceremonies. Retelling the Holocaust atrocities, providing public safety resources, and collecting data to combat violent extremism and curbing online hate are necessary to stop violent attacks motivated by hate against all Americans. We are proud of being a city with people of different backgrounds, religions, and cultures, and what makes Houston great is not only our diversity, but also our inclusion. As I've said before, in Houston, we do not build walls, we build relationships. Excited to open the 5th year of Higher Houston Youth, one of my signature programs.
Higher Houston Youth is truly a program that looks at youth in our community and builds bridges so everyone can work together. It's a collective impact approach in which we know that we're able to reach those numbers because of the generosity of our various community partners.
This is a transformational year for Higher Houston Youth. We want to make an impact on the lives of young people all over the city. Last year, I set the goal of 10,000 job opportunities, and we exceeded the goal. We provided access to over 11,500 jobs. The goal this year is to provide 15,000 opportunities to youth ages 16 to 24. And one way of making a city safe is helping to give people opportunities. And if you really want a safe city, you want a safe city that invests in our young people.
Not a lot of people where I come from have an opportunity just to better themselves. And so I just want to very grateful for it, and also want to urge every youth out there, ages 16 through 24, that you could better yourself this summer right now. Go to higherhoustonyouth.org/youth and go ahead and apply.
The holidays are officially behind us, thank goodness, but District K's recycling business doesn't want Houston to put the lights out on recycling just yet.
This was an exciting initiative that we were so happy to join in with South Post Oak Recycling Center. So many times when we celebrate the holidays, we don't even think about recycling.
We partnered with Councilmember Castex Tatum this year. We were inspired at the end of the year through the holidays, and we talked and we said, what can we do to kind of recycle in the community and kind of foster the holiday spirit? And so we decided we were going to do a Christmas lights drive, and let's promote recycling of Christmas lights and extension cords.
I think we had wonderful participation with our holiday lights. But we want to keep it going. We want to make sure that every year when people are buying new lights, upgrading their lights, that they know that they can come to South Post Oak Recycling Center and recycle those holiday lights.
Recyclables are commodities, and they have a value, and they don't have to end up in landfills. And so one of our goals, our underlying principles as a business, is to make sure that we divert that material from landfills. People can bring it here, they can get a little money for it, or a lot of money depending on the volume, and then it goes right back into the recycling loop. So we're happy to be here 25 years and continue to do that.
Wheelchair rugby and basketball were all part of the Metal and Muscle and Expo that took place, highlighting adaptive athletes and services offered by the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities.
So this is the 11th annual Metal and Muscle Adaptive Sports Expo, and this is a collaboration between our Houston Parks and Rec Department's Adaptive Sports and Recreation Division and the Houston Adaptive Sports Club. This is an expo of all of the adaptive sports that people with disabilities play throughout the country. It serves as a clinic to expose Houstonians with disabilities to the resources and the programs that we provide through our West Gray Metropolitan Multi-Service Center, but it also serves as a competition. There are over 30 teams here from across the country that are competing against each other to be the top in their respective divisions.
I'm excited to be here. I hope you're excited to be here. And this is the 11th annual Metal and Muscle Adaptive Sports, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mayor Turner is the first mayor in the 11-year history of the Metal and Muscle Adaptive Sports Expo to stop by. And I think that is a testament to his commitment to not only diversity, but like he said, inclusion, to making sure that that our community, the community of people with disabilities, is visible and is recognized as an integral fabric of what makes Houston strong.
The City of Houston president and former mayors, council members, and families and friends joined together at the Hobby Center recently to give tribute to Anna Russell, one of the city's most notable city secretaries who left a legacy. She passed away at the tender age of 88. She served as a public servant for 68 years. She knew every inch of ordinances, all the content of each project, and then some. She's like a walking encyclopedia of information about Houston. Famous last words, keeping time during city council public meetings always will be remembered. Your time has expired.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look! Welcome back to City Pulse. On today's Mariana Minute, we learn how to pay traffic tickets online.
Well, there's many ways to resolve your tickets, not only by coming in, but you can also mail in your documents if you want to take defensive driving, deferred disposition, show proof of insurance, show proof that you've taken care of your registration. So many times you won't even have to leave your house. You could either email or mail things in to our court. And we have all that on our website, and it's very convenient to get that information. It also has forms if you want to set your case for trial, so you don't have to come in here to set your case for trial first. You can do that by mail or online and take care of it that way, and then send it into our courthouse. Also, for those people who've let their tickets go into warrant status, we also will work with them. We would never arrest anyone that comes into this court to try to work out some old tickets. We would rather have them come in and work with us. So you would come in and we'd set you up with a judge over in the annex court, and then they would work through your cases with you and work out a plan that would be beneficial for both you and for the courts.
For this edition of City Pulse with Mr. McKinney. Until next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching HTV. Your story, your voice, your station.